The graphically demanding but yet highly anticipated Stalker 2 has launched on GeForce Now. Can Nvidia's premier cloud gaming platform handle just how demanding this Unreal Engine 5 game can be for many players? Well, this is primarily going to be a performance video on the platform because most of the problems are with GeForce Now and not the game itself. I'll be covering all tiers, so let's get started with the free tier.
Look, why take that icon to Zalicia? Give it to me and I'll give you a gun. A special one.
Here's the icon.
Smart move.
Here it is.
It's one hell of a
That's it. Here's your money.
¿Por qué no los dos?
With the GeForce Now free tier, as long as you own the game on Steam or have PC Game Pass or Ultimate, you can play on the platform. Of course, you'll have to wait in the queue to play, watch the godforsaken ads, and only get an hour play session.
If you know, you know. But what if you don't know?
That's why I'm here. So let's get straight into performance of the free tier, not the performance tier. Anyway, as you might know, this Unreal 5 game has shaders, and these shaders can take a while. So long, in fact, that you might hit your 10-minute idle warning when these things finish. Add this to the free tier woes. Now for the graphics, you'll notice that they are changing the configuration names. Basic rig. But the graphics settings ratted Nvidia out. I got the RTX 2080 configuration. We got medium settings just about all the way through. So let's start our game. Yep, and everything else about this tier is just as impressive. You'll average around 35 to 50 FPS, if you're lucky. It isn't pleasant or desirable by any means. It's even worse in an area with a lot of NPCs. Hello 25 FPS. It's like we're playing the Stalker 2 movie at the standard movie FPS. Well guys, at least it's free.
How the hell are we supposed to stay sober knowing that?
Now what about the first paid tier? Priority, performance. How is the performance of the performance tier? Is the priority of the performance tier to perform well?
I can do this all day.
Who thought this was a good name? Anyway, let me just get straight to the point. No. I first tried 1440p since the performance tier can now perform at this resolution. I was assigned the RTX 3060 configuration. I altered my graphics settings to what I thought would get 60 FPS on average. I was wrong. In combat with enemies, it didn't matter. Performance dropped like a bad habit. Not just the FPS, but you could feel the input delay heavily due to performance drops. It was really bad. Watch me completely miss this shot due to lag. Now when I loaded up at 1080p, I got the 2080 configuration. And with the adjustments I made to 1440p, I actually had a much better experience. So stick with 1080 on performance. Now can the ultimate tier save this game? Yes. Actually, this might be the best. Heck, the only way to play the game without getting yourself a pimped out PC for cheap. It doesn't matter the resolution you'll be playing on. This is the way to go. Now 4K was great, but not perfect. Of course it doesn't need to be perfect. Just playable, apparently. Shaders only took about a minute or so, and GeForce Now sets us up on epic settings with minimal DLSS and frame generation on. I was getting up to 120 FPS, but hovered around 100 when in the zone. It lowered to about 80 in towns with more NPCs. This is a far cry to what we were getting on free and quote-unquote performance. At 1080p, it's even better. I actually turned DLSS off and used TAA to get frames above 120 at times. Look at this comparison. I stopped my free tier play session and then jumped right into Ultimate at 1080p. The differences are staggering. I know you can't see the frame rates above 60 on YouTube, but it's amazing. So yeah, Ultimate is the way to go with Stalker 2. No ifs, ands, or buts. Now please know that there's some hardware requirements to run Ultimate, especially in 4K. The link to those requirements are in the description. I'll also list some devices that are ready for the Ultimate tier right out of the box in the description as well, such as the Nvidia Shield TV Pro and our preferred mini PC. Now don't forget to have decent internet. I would have a minimum download speed of 30 megabits per second for free and performance, plus 50 megabits per second for Ultimate. Anything higher will be golden, especially if you live with others using the internet. Overall, do yourself a favor and upgrade to Ultimate. Trust me, you will not regret it. Also, I was playing on mouse and keyboard with all this gameplay. The controller bug still hasn't been fixed on PC. So if you like this overview of STALKER 2 on GeForce Now, give us a like. Also, make sure to join as a member of the channel or join our Patreon and our Discord, the links below. And above all else, make sure to subscribe to keep it locked right here, at the only place where you can do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle. This might not work the way I'm expecting if I try this at home.